Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mark on the Vedicvlog, and I'm just shouting out to make a little kind of vlog, diary type thing, and share some knowledge that I've learned from reading Prabhupada's books and learning philosophy from other different people as well. Chris Hedges, I like listening to his stuff. Anything to help kind of make me become more intellectual and more broad vocabulary, and try and just become intelligent. I've used a lot of different resources on the internet to learn just to improve my speech, my presence, my knowledge, my understanding, my inquisitiveness, my ability to see through being truthful, understanding what is what, how to try and minimize the suffering in the world for myself and other people. And I've taken some real comfort in studying Vedic knowledge, reading texts like Bhagavad Gita as it is. And I don't know if you're familiar with that book, but this is actually a 1972 or 1975 version, of the Bhagavad Gita, which is people, if you're not familiar with it, it's like Indian philosophy. Krishna consciousness technically is the name of the movement, or God consciousness, and it's got all these really nice photos inside, and the book's been changed a few times since its current incarnation, but I'm really fortunate to have this old book here. And just the literature. I mean, if the literature is so potent, anybody who studies it is going to get some kind of knowledge or benefit in whatever way. It's funny, I just saw a picture, and it was like, if you're strong, you read it for direction. If you're ignorant, you read about it for knowledge. If you're old, you read it for how to die. If you're young, you read it for how to live. There's all these aspects of how the Bhagavad Gita addresses so many different parts in one person's life, their journey as a human being in a material body. And it's a transcendental science that is so kind of bewildering and confusing in the beginning, but it's being so nicely presented by the purports of the Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and the knowledge and the understanding is just remarkable, and the whole story and the journey. I mean, I don't know if I'd call myself, well, definitely believe in the message, and I'm working here right now to bring it to the people. I believe in Krishna, absolutely. I believe in God. And because his pastimes are elaborately displayed in the book, and nobody would have that much intelligence to make such a novel work on a whim, or being whimsy, and another thing it says in the beginning is that we do not accept the theory that a combination of chemicals is what is responsible for material nature, other than some kind of supreme operator or controller, because that's just not very reasonable in the sense, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm believing in science and hypothesis and analogy. You think, okay, well, everything has a creator in this world. My mom created me, her parents created her. There's operators for different types of things. The way the government structure is run is there's a prime minister, there's a CEO, there's a main man. There's all these people in power. So you think that when it comes to God, it's totally absurd. Like, no. And the reason why that we're on this platform of humanity right now in civilization is because our eternal spirit souls have come into this material creation at our own will, because in the capacity that everybody serves one another in some capacity. A mother serves a child, a father serves the family, you serve your business, we are eternally servants of God, but the people don't want to recognize it and understand it in this day and age, because material nature is so strong and contaminating, and sense gratification, whatever stage somebody's at in their spiritual life. But it's just a bona fide message that really resonates with me. And it's like people don't read enough books anymore, so they don't know philosophy. That's the scariest thing is Facebooks and Twitters and all these activities that just give you a sporadic mind. I think reading books about knowledge of your higher self that are very philosophical and intellectually stimulating. Why would you want to miss out on the chance of learning about your higher self? And so that's my reason for reading it and sharing it. I think the message is so strong, but it's very contradictory of the current state of affairs in the world, let's just say. So it's not going to jive with everybody, but it still explains the nature of that as well. And I just want to improve my knowledge, my consciousness, and knowing about the science of the soul and reincarnation and things like that. It really puts your life in a whole new perspective, because when you start to understand the difference between time and nature and consequences and prakriti and this karma, collective karma, individual karma, action and reaction, and you can really start to see, okay, well, I've come here by my own energy, my own will. Now how do I make it back home? How do I utilize this body for the best position at the time of death? Because I don't want to be born into another body, because it's into the womb of another mother. Here the material world is conditioned, and there's all all these potent evidences describing all these things very elaborately in these books. It's just undeniable. And then the civilizations before us, all of them praise the Lord. Look at Angkor Wat telling the whole story of Krishna. They built all those huge temples. So this is not just a manufactured concoction. This stuff is bona fide. It's, the only service that one civilization can do is honor the will of the previous civilization in respects when it comes to these types of things anyway. Apprenticeship. Without apprenticeship, what's the point of life? Why do people go from one body to the next? Or I don't know. I guess if people are here to fulfill their lustful propensities when it gets down to it, okay? If you want to know why we're here, it's because we're perverted spiritual living entities who think that our love for ourselves to lord it over material nature is stronger than our love for God. And when we learn how to love God and at least learn the philosophy and the knowledge, then you'll just find yourself full of knowledge. That's it. And that's not a bad thing. At least you know your position. So this video is 9 minutes 33 seconds. And subscribe my channel for more. And I'm going to be making all types of Vedic type videos and discussing and commentating. So help me out, give me a like, give me a subscribe. This is a new channel, personal vlog and diary of sorts. So yeah, peace out.